Good night, I'm your host Heath George. Welcome to What We Drinking. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, follow, so you can see videos when they drop. Tonight, we're talking about teen domestic violence. And I got my guests here with me tonight. Let them introduce themselves.
Hey, my name is Maria. I am a life coach here in the islands.
Hi, my name is Natalia.
That's it? Okay, cool. So that's it. So this is what we're drinking. So hey, what are we drinking tonight?
How soon can I start?
All right. Let's toast.
Okay.
Let's toast. All right. Yes, there we go. It just never disappoints. It's never.
Nice.
Just never disappoints.
Awesome.
Make sure you guys follow my bartender, Kelly Libations, link down here below. We never disappoint. So, today is, or this month, is Teen Domestic Violence Awareness
Teen
Month.
Dating Violence Awareness.
Teen Dating Violence
Dating
Awareness.
violence,
Okay,
yeah.
Dating Violence Awareness. Now, being that's the topic, I got a few questions for you guys tonight. First, what do you think is should be the legal age where people have sex, or teens have sex, or become intimate, get into relationships?
My professional opinion or the... Let me see what Natalia thinks.
Yeah,
Since she's the teen in the room, let's see what she thinks about this.
right.
I'm like 17 and up.
17 and up? Okay. Is that dating or sex, or both?
From dating like 14.
14? Okay, cool. That's interesting.
I think with dating though, it depends on the child's maturity level. And as long as they know like what's okay behavior in a relationship versus what's not okay.
Right.
You know, so because a person could be 18 and just still not know. You know?
So how do you know what's okay?
Conversations like this. You know, you have conversations with your kids, conversation with your peers, people that you trust, and just finding out like things that are okay and that are not okay. For example, like everybody has a phone in their hand.
Right.
You know, everybody's on Facebook, everybody's on social media.
True.
So if Natalia gets into a relationship with somebody and he decides, hey, I'm gonna post her status on Facebook, but she didn't know that he was gonna do that and wasn't ready to tell the world. Like, is that okay or is that not okay? You know?
I feel.
Like stuff like that. So just having conversations with them about things that are acceptable and then teaching them what to do if something happens that is not acceptable.
Okay, speaking of teaching, like especially at a teen age, most teens live with their parents. Those who don't, I applaud the struggle, because that's real right there.
Yeah.
But for most teens that do live under their parents' roof and are in relationships, how should parents teach their children? And for like teens that come over and your boyfriend or your girlfriend might sleep over at your parents' house, and some parents do allow that. What do you think about something like that? How does that affect a teen? Is that something you think they should do at that age, or should they treat your house different than because it's not their house, they ain't paying no bills.
Yeah.
So should you allow that, or is that up to your discretion?
I think it's up to the parents because everybody's different, like I said. And like if the parent just assumes like, oh, they should know better or they better not do this, but didn't have a conversation, the kid doesn't really know. They just know that, hey, my boyfriend's here, we're about to have some fun. So like if you have a kid, you should have to tell them like, hey, if your friend is gonna sleep over, these are the rules.
Right.
How you enforce them, that's something different. Like it's not really, I don't know how you would enforce that, but having that conversation and being,
because unless you're in the room,
yeah,
then
yeah, it's really hard to enforce. But at least letting them know, like, what's acceptable behaviors and what's not. And you shouldn't have to be forced to say yes to something that you don't want to do, like not being peer pressured into stuff. So having that like open dialogue, not assuming my child should know better. How? Did you tell him?
Parents are interesting in that way.
Like, oh, my kid would never do that. Well, the kid's doing that right now. It's just, right? That's never happened.
Like, you should check your kid's Instagram.
Yeah.
No, even when it comes to like peer pressure. Especially, I know it's mostly from peers versus like boyfriends, at least nowadays, based on the information I've gathered, that your friends, whether they be girlfriends or like girls with girlfriends or guys with guy friends, your group would want to encourage you to lose your virginity, have sex, you know, they'll say, hey, what you doing? You ain't get so and so yet, you know. And especially as a teen, I want to hear from you, how often does that happen? And is it always bad? Is it good? Like, tell me about that, because obviously I'm way past that stage now. So.
I mean, some people think it's good. But mostly it ain't good. It's their opinion, their decision to me.
So does it happen often where friends put pressure on their other friends to be in a relationship or have sex or go to that next level? Sometimes. Okay. Just something. Elaborate a little more. Because I think people want to know what will really go on. Right? And if you're hearing from a teen, that would really be what they will need to hear.
Blue 11, fine Caribbean dining at Yacht Haven Grand.
Exquisite Jewelers presents to you the new Caribbean collection. Handmade designer pieces designed by Jay Richardson himself, born and raised here in the Virgin Islands. Now, Exquisite Jewelers has partnered with Alpha Jewelers to now bring you that exclusive shopping experience where you could get this new collection exclusively at Alpha Jewelers. Come and get your new bracelets, earrings, chains, bangles. Check out this amazing, lovely collection, all hand designed by Jay Richardson himself. So make sure you guys go online or go in the store, Alpha Jewelers down on Main Street, and make sure you guys go and get that timepiece that you want today.
At Alpha, you come as strangers and you leave as friends.
They say, why, like, get some friends. Oh, you should go ahead. You know, talk you into it. But,
So a friend will put you in a relationship you don't want to be in?
they do it, talk you, why, you cute,
Yeah, I can see that.
That's great.
But some kids probably aren't strong enough to say no. You know, they might just think, oh, if I don't do it, my friends won't like me, so I better do it. But do you feel like it's hard for you to say no and just be okay with it?
I don't say no, but people are like, they are what I think you want to do. It's your opinion, your choice.
So you can always find new friends.
True story.
I mean, it's high school.
Yeah.
By the time you finish high school and go to college, you're talking to half of them. Right? And when you leave college, you're talking to half of those
So now you're down to 1/4, right?
So yeah, you're down to a quarter or even less. And when you start walking,
Yeah.
so listen, I would say, make your own decision.
Yeah.
Make your own decision. Now, for being at its teen violence awareness, in a relationship as a teen, how often does violence occur?
It depends. But not all the time.
Not all the time. Okay, so when it does happen, how do you tell someone? How can you tell someone? Especially like you live within your parents' house. And most teens, they don't know, or they don't tell their parents that they're in a relationship because it's a secret most of the time. How do they go to their parents and say, hey, I need some help because so and so? Do they are hesitant because their parents might be mad?
And they don't tell their parents nothing, they don't go to their friends. We all go to our friends.
But can your friends do anything?
No, we just have conversations.
So you just talk about getting beat up? I mean, I was saying, like, it almost sounds unproductive. Yeah, it may be therapeutic, but there's no results at the end. You know, how do you deal with something like that? How do you stop someone from abusing you in a relationship, especially at a young age? Because you will grow into that. You know, you will grow up. You might be in a teen relationship. You go into a college, then you go into a life relationship, work, and you're growing, and then you're so accustomed to that kind of treatment that you think it's okay subconsciously. So how do we put a stop to that, like from now?
Yeah, I think it's about learning the signs, the warning signs. So, for example, if you're dating somebody, every time you are around him, let me get your phone. I need to be seeing who's texting, who's calling, checking all your messages, right? Some girls might be like, oh, he's just checking on me, that's so cute. But it's not, you know? That's a warning sign. Because you never know how kids take things nowadays. Again, it's teenagers, and if we don't tell them, they don't know. If you're like, oh, let me get your Facebook password, now they're all up in your messages. They might think, oh, he's okay, that's cute, oh, whatever. But little things like that start to add up. Next thing you know, he's following all of the friends that you have that he don't really know, and it could escalate so quickly. So teaching them like the small warning signs like, hey, your phone is your phone. And no is a complete sentence. Like, it doesn't require explanation. Can I get your phone? No. Conversation over.
Why? Because I say so.
Yeah, and you don't even need that follow-up. Like, no, complete sentence over. Conversation over. But if they don't know that that's something that's not healthy, they might just hand it up. When you do it one time, then how do you break that cycle, you know?
Because once you do it the first time, then it's expected.
Yeah. Or telling you who you can hang out with, or you better answer me when I call you, and when I text you, it's been 10 minutes. Why haven't you texted me back? Just little stuff like that starts to escalate. Next thing you know, you're in this really bad, abusive relationship. And now who do you tell?
Right. So, based on all the information we've talked about today, how do we deal with something like that going forward? What resources are there available? Who can they talk to? Who do you recommend they talk to?
Anybody. Family, friends, and you don't have to explain everything, because I know some people probably wouldn't want to tell their parents because parents can ask a lot of questions. So if your child is wanting to talk to you about this, let them do the talking, because they're coming to you trusting that you're going to listen. So sometimes that's all they want.
Right.
The Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Coalition here on the island, DVSAC, have a lot of resources. But if you don't feel comfortable doing that, there's a text line. There's a teen text crisis line.
Okay.
So if you just want to talk to somebody and be anonymous and just get some help processing something that happened, you will text the word teen, T-E-E-N, to 839-863.
Okay.
So text teen to 839-863.
Okay. See it right here? Teen.
Right.
Text it. See the number. Send a message. And for all the young people watching, and if you know you're in a relationship where you're getting your ass bust, please text or call DVSAC if you really need to get a grown person involved, an adult. Call that number, because listen, I don't care what y'all say. As much as your parents might be upset, no one wants to see their child being abused.
Exactly.
No parent. And if your parent likes that, then that's a whole nother show, right? That's a whole nother number to call. But on a serious note, though, call that number. I thank my panel for coming tonight. Listen, this is Teen Domestic Violence Awareness Month, right? Make sure I say it right. And for all the parents out there who have children, make sure you look out for your child. Now, give them the freedom to grow, but be their protector and their educator.
Yeah, you have to tell them, because you can't assume that they just know.
Right.
Oh, that's my child, they should just know. They don't just know. And if they come talk to you about it, listen. Don't just,
Don't be a
attack
typical
them.
Caribbean parent.
Yeah. Don't just attack them. Be like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. They'll never come to you again.
Please.
Listen.
Yes.
Because it probably took them a long time to even work up the courage to come tell you in the first
Exactly.
place. So, listen.
Simple as that. So, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And make sure you like, subscribe, and follow me on the ground, everywhere, the boy Heat. Muria Natalia. Follow them on the Instagram, their social is here. And you can reach out, call that number. This has been What We Drinking. And we'll see you next time.